2nd and 4. Willis throws, deep ball, hangs up, and let's see if they rule the interception. Douglas able to come away with it. That ball really hung up.
Well, he had the receiver open too. I don't know if it bounced off him. It looked like it was a good throw from up here.
Looking for Hartzog.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Hartzog was the deep threat. Douglas comes down with it, so hung up there a little while. Douglas went right over the top of him.
Able to hold on.
What a great.
West Virginia didn't have its best defense out there for Youngstown State as they rush Hill again. It is intercepted. Picked off by West Virginia's Rasul Douglas, and he is gone.
Jason, we've been talking about Taysom Hill making such good decisions today, but he's going to end up sliding up in the pocket and throwing lazy and out wide, and those things typically don't
line to keep this drive going. They rush 4. Ertz has time, goes deep into coverage, and it looks like it's picked off. Yes, it is intercepted by Rasul Douglas. Douglas had a pick 6 last week in the win over BYU.
They rush 5. Hill in the pocket. Falls an interception. Picked off by Douglas. Tracked down from behind at the 35-yard line. 2 takeaways already for the Mountaineers.
Can't let this happen. This crowd is rowdy. Kenny Hill picked off 3 times against Kansas a couple weeks ago. It's not always on the quarterback. Right there, I don't think it was. The receiver got beat to the spot.
So that's just a great play by Douglas?
It's a great play by Douglas, but you also, if you're the wide receiver.
Trying to get after Cozart, and it is intercepted at the West Virginia 48-yard line by Rasul Douglas, his 4th of the season.
Rasul Douglas is probably their most active, best corner on the field today. He's in tight coverage on the outside. Again, they get pressure in his face. He's able to get his head around. Miscommunication on the outside between quarterback, wide receiver, and that's what happened. Quality players on the football field to compete with some of these high-paced offenses they see across the league and some of these defenses, in particular West Virginia.
He's looking for another touchdown throw, and instead it's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas with his 2nd pick of the night.
Well, coaching staffs told me that Rasul Douglas has an extremely high IQ for the game. He understands route concepts, and this is really perfect position. He looked like, honestly, Beth, he was running the route against Gonzalez there, number 1. He read it, and that showed.
Because you can very true. Serious money.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fair.
Mayfield fires over the middle into traffic. A juggled interception. Rasul Douglas with his 7th pick of the season. The rest of the team has 4 combined. A terrific play. Mayfield trying to smile that one off.
You know, he is 6'2", 208 pounds, really long arms. This time he's in great position. See the length there? Able to get around Westbrook without interfering with him, knock the ball in the air, and then does it.
Montgomery on 2nd and 3, slips a tackle, gets a first down, stays on his feet. Montgomery down the sideline, now loses the ball, and it is recovered by West Virginia. 2nd turnover today by Iowa State. Maurice Fleming falls on top of it.
It is so hard to be critical of David Montgomery on this run. Look at the strength, look at the effort, the speed. You love everything, just fighting for yardage. But when you're stiff arming with your offhand, you still have to keep that ball secured and tucked up against your chest. It is much easier said than
2013. High throw, interception. Right through the hands of his intended target. And Rasul Douglas now with his 8th interception on the season. Tavares McFadden of Florida State leading the nation with 8 entering today.
Well, it's just a high velocity throw. Not only a little high and away from Marchie Murdoch, but also just a lot of zip on that short throw. Couldn't come down with it. 4 turnovers now.
Played a lot of football in this league. He gives them the lane inside. Up tempo, flag down, pass picked. Intercepted by the rookie.
He was doing what you've been doing from the booth this year. Here's 3rd and 11. Did it hit the ground? They say it's a catch. Jeffrey have not converted on 3rd down so far. Funchess at the top has not been targeted. Oh, he's hit when he throws it, and he's picked off. He is intercepted by Douglas, the rookie. Rasul Douglas.
Right here, you're going to see him push the great Turner right into Cam's arm, and Cam doesn't even feel it and gets his arm in. But watch this. This is why he wanted to play today. Prime time, let me get up in Cam's face and create the big play that could turn the momentum of the game.
Oh, what a huge play. You're right.
It's a disconnect.
So the Steelers a chance to capitalize on the Eagles' 2nd turnover. Dobbs throwing, and that's picked off.
Blitz and a one-on-one opportunity. Here it comes.
Jones on the near side. Ryan's going to throw. Look out! It's picked off at the 4-yard line by Rasul Douglas. And has to be able to disrupt Prescott. Amari Cooper's been shut out. This one's picked in the direction of Cooper, and Rasul Douglas has it. Big play for Philadelphia out across the 15. What's up?
Johnson scrambling right away, pointing, throwing, and open, but he underthrew him, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas with the takeaway, and that's been a big difference for the Eagles now in their last 5+ games. 11 takeaways compared to just 6 in their first 11 games.
Really well played right here, just kind of in that trail position, looking back, finding the quarterback, seeing what's going on. He looks open, but that's a long throw, and the ability to close and make the interception by Rasul Douglas.
And you saw Douglas with a little tug of the jersey on Josh Doxson. He was open. It just took a while for the ball to get there.
Here comes the trick play. They get it to Carter, who's got room to use his speed. And DeAndre Carter all the way inside the 25, but he coughed it up. It's Heineke back on top of. High snap again. End zone and picked off. Intercepted by Rasul Douglas. And the Packers are going to win it. A.J. Green was the target, and he never looked for the ball. Stafford fires, he's picked. Intercepted by Rasul Douglas for the touchdown. Rasul Douglas has safety help, so he's able to jump the route. And boy, did he. And we saw him against Arizona with the interception that won. Fields from the pocket to the outside. Look out, picked off Rasul Douglas. And Douglas will take it all the way for a touchdown.
Back-to-back games with pick sixes. Where in the heck did Rasul Douglas come from? He is just sitting at his own defense. He's looking back at Fields, and it just beats him to the football.
Oh my goodness. That is the one thing that when you play against Aaron Rodgers, you better not do. Rodgers does not turn it over. If you turn it over, it's a hard
yarder to Rashard Higgins, his best throw of the game. Mayfield throws, and he's picked for the third time. Rasul Douglas. And that is 3 straight home games with an interception for Rasul Douglas.
Well, Rasul Douglas plays this awfully well. He's going to have his back turned to the sidelines, and that's when Mayfield thinks he can fit it in there. Now, Landry, he's not expecting the ball, or at least he's not acting 10 last time.
They've converted on 7 of their last 9 third downs, and this one's picked. Intercepted. As Douglas has got his second of the game. And on the first 4 interception game in the young career of Baker Mayfield, the Packers take over, and they're less than a minute away from their 12th win of the year.
Well, I think he got away with one. There was definitely a tug and a pull when Peoples-Jones.
10 for Buffalo from their own 49 and leading 7-0. Here's Josh Allen with some pressure. Dancing, getting outside the pocket and brought down. Good pursuit. Rasul Douglas chasing him down and limiting the gain to nothing.
I have so much respect for Rasul Douglas. I really do. They've sort of forced him into that slot position. He's not a natural slot. He just has to get him on the field. He was so fantastic with all the interceptions.
Bottom of the screen, 3rd and 10. Allen up and out of the pocket and throws on the run, throws an interception underneath. Rasul Douglas pitches it back to Jair Alexander. Alexander, Singletary knocks tackle him. Just trying to make a big play. Instead, Allen makes the first turnover of the game. Alexander off to celebrate. Green Bay will try to turn it into a touchdown and stay close to this one. Douglas credited with the pick.
A while. 21-25 for 282. Off play action, fires, intercepted at the 14. Rasul Douglas. And tackled up at the 34-yard line by Tannehill. So right after we're talking about Tannehill and the big night he's having, throws the pick. Exactly what Green Bay needed to try to get back into it, down by 10.
It takes a big hit rather than just throwing it away.
4th sack of the night for Green Bay. Mayfield got hit, picked off by Douglas. Rasul Douglas now throws it backward for Amos, and Adrian Amos is going to be tackled just inside the 35. Kenny Clark bothered the throw by Baker Mayfield, and Rasul Douglas ends up with the interception, his 3rd of the year.
Trying to shut things down. Over the sideline and picked. Rasul Douglas. 3rd consecutive drive that ends in an interception. And how about the Packers D standing tall today? And the dream lives for Green Bay here on Christmas. What'll be a 3rd consecutive win. And a step closer to a most improbable trip to the playoffs.
Well, Rasul Douglas did a great job on this because he's in coverage and he just drops off and gets Mike Gesicki, who's dropping back. You see him right there. He had Tyreek Hill at the start.
3rd and 3. Fields, more pressure, side sets, tucks it away, tries to fumble the football. It is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Green Bay. Disaster for the Bears, gets worse. As the Packers recover the fumble, they'll take over up 18. It's Rasul Douglas who comes away with it. And there's a penalty at the end of this thing, too.
Yeah, and this is something that we've seen from Justin Fields in his first 2 years. He's just been a little turnover prone. He wants to make big plays. He wants to extend them with his legs, and sometimes it comes at a cost.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Green Bay. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
In the run. On the 36-yard line on first down. Ritter hit as he got rid of the football, and it is picked off. Intercepted by Rasul Douglas.
Boy, Kenny, this play is made by Kenny Clark, number 97 for the Green Bay Packers. They call him the most consistent D lineman that they have, and you see the penetration that he's getting going right up the gut against the rookie Matthew Bergeron. Gets a little bit of Desmond Ritter, and as soon as that ball is let go.
3rd down and 6. Bills back out of there defensively. This pass is caught. Sutton balls out. Stays in bounds. And the Bills have it. Taron Johnson forced the fumble. And Rasul Douglas comes away with it.
Well, if this ball was thrown where it needed to be thrown, it's an easy 3rd down conversion. But instead, Cortland Sutton, he's having to work back and get the football. It's down low. The ball gets popped up. Taron Johnson comes in, gets his helmet right on the football, and it stays in. Now they get a chance to get the ball away.
And the first takeaway by...
Throw is intercepted this time, and it's Douglas. Rasul Douglas comes in and makes the interception, jumping right in front of Garrett Wilson.
This is why I think they're okay with the depth outside. White was a big loss, but Douglas has shown up on tape over and over, and right now today, with the biggest play of the game for this Bills defense by far, and that's a game-changing type of play. The situation to score just didn't dictate to make that decision right there by Zach Wilson. To me, against these defenses, when you're going to throw...
Bills, 42. Boyle. And Wilson drops it. He made a football move. And that's a Bill recovery. Hyde has it now. Hyde has room. Hyde has a blocker in front. Hyde's going to cut it back and take it the distance. Oh, hold on.
Rolling on the field is a completed pass with a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Buffalo. The player was down by contact.
They ruled him down.
They did it too early. I think they blew the whistle early because the momentum was stopped a little bit, but he gets rid of that ball very quickly.
Oh, man, let's see. There's the pop out by Dodson. On his feet was Douglas. Oh, it's completed to the other team.
Oh, his 3rd turnover today.
Douglas. And he got hurt too. He's getting up, but he's had 2 picks and the fumble recovery. How about that trade? Just before the deadline, as you said.
He does an excellent job out here. Look at outside. He's going to fall off the corner. Baits you into riding Lazard to the sideline and then comes off and makes the play on it. It's a good throw, good thing. The problem is Douglas rerouted his guy and was able to push him to the sideline.
Bills fans making that noise. Extra man coming. Stick is sacked by the man we just talked about, Rasul Douglas.
Lowe is playing the position. The running back is Harris. First and 10, intercepted. Picked off by Douglas. Here he goes, weaving inside the 15. Brought down by Farrell Brown. Another turnover. The second interception by the Buffalo defense in this first quarter. And Douglas does it, a Halloween trade with Green Bay, third of the season.
Well, this is an easy read if you're Bailey Zappi. You see everybody from a defensive standpoint flow. So you're thinking that the slant's going to be wide open, but Douglas jumps it. He looks his eyes to the right, which is completely fine. You don't anticipate the corner jumping because with that type of anticipation, that could set up the double.
The 45. Zappi blitzes on, intercepted, picked off by Douglas. Breaking tackles, got a block, finds a gap, he is gone.
Well, this is a missed side adjust. Watch the safety coming off the slot. So the receiver has to make an adjustment. Zappi throws the slant. That's the side adjust off a safety blitz from a protection standpoint. Douglas makes him pay for it with his second interception of the game.
What hands, wow.
Zappi frustrated with the miscommunication.
6 defensive backs in for the Bills. Second and goal. They give it to Hardman. Hardman is hammered, and the ball is out. We're saying Kansas City football. It was Douglas who delivered the blow. And it's Watson who comes over to keep this drive preserved.
That is huge. This team is as good as any in the National Football League at getting the ball out. They work on it tirelessly at practice. They get their hand, their helmet, something on that ball, and
yell at everybody. He has no voice left.
Lamar Jackson this time keeping and running, and he lost the ball. Bills may have gotten on it. He got hit. Buffalo in desperate need of a defensive play. Got it. So Jackson on the run, turns it over with the fumble.